Hello everyone, my name is Will and welcome back to Sprocket and welcome to a little bit of a different video. So today, instead of building a whole new tank, what we're going to be going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to upgrade our old Japanese tank that we made in one of our first videos on here. So I'm going to try and modernize it just to like an early war vehicle rather than an interwar vehicle, and we'll see if we can make it just a little bit more effective, see if it can beat the field scenario and probably also Silent Border. But this is also a bit of an update just as to why there's been less videos. Frankly, I have not had any ideas. Nothing has been particularly catching my interest as of late. So videos may decrease a little bit as I spend a little bit more time thinking about what I want to do and making sure that the videos I do upload are actually good. So anyway, I'm going to upgrade this tank, I'm going to see what I can come up with, and we'll try it on some of these missions, and I will see you in a second. So designing this one was a little bit difficult actually. Taking something that you've designed in the past and improving it is not actually as easy as I expected. I thought it'd shave some time off the build, but it ended up actually being an exceptionally long design process just because I couldn't quite decide how to modify it in a way that wouldn't send it too far from the original design, but also make it look a little bit less like I just started in the game. Oh, sorry. But, yeah, it was quite an interesting process, and getting the engine mount right was one of the things that I struggled with the most. You'll see I go through a couple of different designs before I eventually set on a weird step-decked kind of design, which is what I'm building right now, and I had to mess around a lot with stowage placement and angling before I could get it to work, and yeah, so there's a couple of different vents. There's the one up top and then the ones below, which have... I don't know why. I think they just look good in a weird kind of way. It's not a typical arrangement by any means, and I'm sure not the most efficient as well. Here you can see me struggling to get the parts to actually place properly. But eventually, I figure out why it wasn't placing properly, and I do fix it. And I hated this little gap, so I covered that with some applique panels, and there is pretty much the engine deck done, and it was onto the turret for the final really big change. So obviously, the previous turret was very much a like 1938 kind of design. I wanted more of a World War II design, and I was taking some inspiration from the Type 95s. They basically got these big boxy turrets because I guess that was the better, well, cheaper probably, way of getting more gun in the same tank, was just to make a bigger turret and don't worry about the design too much. You've got a gun that will do that for you. And then I added this weird super Pershing spring kind of system because the gun is quite long for a tank of this era. I figured it didn't hugely make a lot of sense that it would be able to be balanced and liftable within the era, so I thought I'd add those springs just to make a more realistic point for the counterweight on here. And the gun is okay. It definitely has a lot of post-pen. The initial penetration value is fine. One of the first tanks to, well, you'll see, I guess. But yeah, not the most penetration in the world. Only about 100 millimeters of penetration, which I guess for this era is pretty damn good. But I initially wanted it to have next to no armor, but that did make it quite difficult to do anything with. The game likes a tank with a good bit of armor, so in the end it does actually have not good armor, but some for sure. But, you know, that's also somewhat realistic. Anyway, since it's nearly done now, I shall return you to the video and enjoy the battles. See you in a bit. Hello everyone, welcome back. So that was quite a long modification, which I wasn't really expecting. But here we are. We got the... I've hastily called it the 1941 modification of this tank. Maybe more realistically to call it the 1942, but we'll just go with 1941 because it sounds good. But yeah, I've given it a long 75mm gun. Not the craziest amount of penetration ever, only about 100mm, but for this scenario, that should be more than enough. And because the gun is so big, I thought it'd be funny to try and use these to try and catch the feeling of the M26 Pershing with its long gun, the E4 variant, the Super Pershing. So I just kind of thought that would be cool to throw on there. It makes it a little bit less flat up there, so I'm happy enough with it. It might not make complete sense. There's probably 1,000,001 reasons why it wouldn't be done, but here we are. I thought it looked cool, so I've put it on. And other than that, we've increased the engine from a V6 to a V8, but the displacement of each cylinder is about the same, so the power isn't exceptionally good. We only got an average... Oh no, it's very fast now. Okay, that's changed. Evidently, that must have just been my RPMs causing that issue. So, okay, powerful engine. Very little armor. And hopefully going to be somewhat mobile, but we'll see. Still using clutch braking, still using manually... hand crank traverse, so going to be an interesting one. I didn't really want to give it too many amenities, considering that it does have that very nice gun, and that does mean this tank could be a little bit on the lackluster side, perhaps. Oh dear, there goes one of our Jimmy C's already, as we obviously named it last time after the man who suggested this tank. God, this is a much lower velocity gun than I was expecting. It drops off quite harsh, and I was really not anticipating it. That's still alive there. Now I've gone way over. He was turning his gun. I'm not going crazy. We do just keep losing tanks here. It is a little bit upsetting to see. There's a man of war, which is never good to see. And it doesn't look like we're going to be going through him anytime soon. Perhaps... Oh, God. Perhaps this man was our only hope, but he's died. Okay, we're going to have to give that another go, and hopefully this time my AI don't end up all dying within 3 seconds of the mission beginning. Otherwise, we may have to give them a little bit more armor, because, yeah, they didn't do fantastically. And the gun is much lower velocity than I was expecting it to be. It doesn't seem to be penetrating anything. I think that might just be unlucky shots, because I feel like we should be going through... Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god, look at the kill feed. That is absolutely horrible. Okay, we're not penetrating shit at the moment. What is going on there? That's really weird. I really thought we'd go through. I really did. Maybe this time the AI will do a little bit better. Just... I don't know what's going on, to be honest. The gun just doesn't go through. Cromwell's aren't even that heavily armoured, but there just was nothing going on there. Which is a little bit disappointing to see. Then again, this tank, I guess, is Japanese, so can't expect too much. My god, how are you already dead? How? Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, someone's got a kill, though. That's a good sign. Now, let's get into this little dip. And maybe we can use our gun depression to our advantage here. Because our turret should be able to bounce some things. I feel like that's a dead one. Yep, it is. That's a big shot coming my way there. Whoa! Okay, they reload much quicker than I was thinking. He's still alive. There we go, killed him. Okay, that's not a very satisfying battle. I feel like I didn't do a lot there. I wanna have more fun. I wanna go again. I wanna actually do something this time. I feel like I just died, and then the AIs did all the work. So this time, sorry if you heard my cat there. Well, I don't know why I'm apologising about that. I'm sure many of you are pleased to hear a cat. But, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't even know. Yeah, it's interesting. This tank, it seems to just dissolve when shot at. And, whoa, the gun just goes so low. It just feels like it's dropping off way more than it normally would. And then sometimes I fire way too high. I'm really confused by this gun. It's really off-putting. There we go. Does kill when it goes through, though, so that's useful. I guess that is the general purpose of a cannon. Now that we've got our guns firing, we're actually killing things. But it does take a little moment to actually get going. Which of these is even still alive? It's that one. And he's dead again. Okay, well, the AI have got it done again. So, I guess we can't complain too much. We'll move on to Silent Border, see if this tank can do that as well. Oh, God. Okay, here we are at the Silent Border mission. Now, hopefully the AI can take out the anti-tanks for me, so I don't have to spend 15 minutes staring into the abyss of darkness, which is the Silent Border mission. And we can deal with the one behind the building, which may actually be a little bit tough because of the manual traverse that these tanks have. If I'm aiming the wrong way, that could present a problem. There's been a bit of team killing there, and I know there is another anti-tank gun in the field. Never mind, it's gone. There's the one behind the building. Let's take that out, and now we just got to worry about the Allen. We have had a friendly fire incident back there, but there you go. The AI will be the AI, won't they? Never change. In terms of mobility, we might be able to flank around the Allen in this tank. Maybe. It's definitely going to penetrate us if it gets a shot, because we are made of absolute paper. I would quite like the AI to get over here, though. I think they're making their way slowly. I can see them. Here they are, struggling with the tank traps in classic style. Yes. Okay, right, now we have the whole force, we can fight the Allen. Go. Go, friends. Oh. He's shot. He's not going, but he's shot. No, I don't think that's going to work, friend. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, what? He's already dead! Why are you still shooting him? What? What? How? Where? How? What? Alan? Okay. Sure. I guess. Why not? Sure. Okay then, if you have any ideas for me to make in future videos, please leave them in the comments below. If you've enjoyed me modifying one of my existing tanks, I guess let me know which vehicles from previous videos you'd like to see me modify next. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Sorry, this one was a bit short. Once I got the tank working, the AI seemed to do everything for me, so I guess I can't really complain at that. I don't have to do much, so yeah. Goodbye.